And before we get started, I just want to thank all my supporters and everyone for supporting my channel. My channel truly would not be where it's at today without all of my supporters. So with that being said, let's get on down to today's lecture, which is, what is your reason? What is your reason for being a content creator or thinking about being a content creator for YouTube? You know, there's many social media platforms, but I'm going to give this lecture in relation to being a content creator for YouTube. And so what is your reason for being a content creator for YouTube, or what is your reasoning for thinking about becoming a YouTube content creator? You really need to be able to answer that question. Only you can answer that question. You know, June 6th, my channel celebrated its 5-year anniversary as being a content creator. January of 2026 will make 3 solid years. My YouTube channel has been monetized, and I've seen growth in all areas. But I step up to the plate, people, with being able to answer that thought-provoking question in regards to my reasoning for creating my channel. And most importantly is to share my knowledge, skills, life experience, and thought-provoking various lectures. And that's the primary driving force. That's the primary reason. You really take a look at a lot of my video lectures. I'm lecturing on information of substance. I'm lecturing on various topics, whether it's how to rise above your financial situation, your financial health, the disease concept of addiction, how to recognize behavior signs of relapse, because I am a licensed clinical addiction specialist. So I'm lecturing on useful, valuable information, people, real talk. And yeah, I may do shorts and video uploads and live footage when I'm traveling abroad, but all of my published content is thought-provoking, motivational, educational, useful information to the viewer. And that is my driving force. That is my purpose. I have a strategic business plan in place for my YouTube channel since day one, with measurable goals and measurable objectives, with projected due dates, with the driving force, the business model. I embrace that business model as a content creator. And I knew this. And yeah, along the way I got monetized, but if getting monetized is your primary focus, you ain't gonna last. You can't just be money driven. You got to have a higher purpose in regards to being a content creator, because I know as a content creator, you're leaving your legacy. This YouTube channel will outlive me. My people 100 years in the future will be able to listen to various of my lectures, and they will walk away with valuable information. Just like I'm doing this lecture right now, I'm talking real talk, people. I'm asking thought-provoking questions, such as, what is your reasoning for being a content creator? Or what is your reason for wanting to become a content creator? And you got to be able to reflect and delve deep and be able to answer those questions. You know, are you willing as a content creator to develop a strategic business plan on paper, which is going to have measurable goals and objectives and projected due date, which is going to identify your mission, goals, and vision for your channel? That's real talk right there. You know, and if a person just say, oh, I just want to become a content creator and get monetized and make a whole lot of money and quit my job. If you're just 100% money driven, well, what's going to happen along the way as you open the door in terms of being a content creator? You're going to find out that it's going to take some lot of dedication, due diligence, work behind the scene, number one, to get your channel monetized. And number two, even when your channel is monetized, like I said, January of 2026, my channel will make 3 solid years of being monetized. And it took still, even beyond getting monetized, a tremendous amount of work behind the scene, research behind the scene on various of my topics. update my strategic plan, looking at my business plan, the revising my business plan on a daily, weekly, monthly basis in relation to my YouTube channel. Having ongoing goals. And it ain't all about just YouTube. And if a person ain't willing to do all that behind the scenes stuff, even long after you monetize, you ain't gonna last. Because you're just money driven. Real talk. And I tell anybody, whatever money I make or don't make as a content creator, understand, world, YouTube is not my livelihood. I have a personal, private persona, and I have a social media persona, which is separate and distinct, not enmeshed. So whatever money I make or don't make from YouTube on a monthly basis, I don't base my livelihood waiting on a YouTube check. I don't base my livelihood in reference to what amount of money I'm going to make or not make as a content creator, because money is not my primary focus. Never have and never will be. You got to have a high vision. I'm guided by the Spirit. A lot of times I do a lot of prayer in regards to asking God to guide me, to give me the knowledge and the skills to come up with the next topic. Real talk, people. And it's this channel, like I said, will outlive me. This channel is bigger than me. And if a person, can't answer those questions in regards to, why they want to be a content creator, why they are they're currently a content creator but won't become one, you got to be able to bring some substance to the table. And I met many people in the natural environment and who know I'm a content creator and know my channel is in a whole nother stratosphere of people. And when people ask me, the first thing I notice a lot of people ask me when I'm talking to people in the natural environment, well, how long is it going to take me to get monetized? Because I just want to make a whole lot of money. When I hear that, money piece, the first thing that coming out of their mouth versus a higher purpose, versus some reasons why you really do want to become a content creator. When I hear just how fast is it going to take and how much money I don't even respond. Only thing I say is there's enough information out there in the social media platform in regards to what you need to do to get monetized. I don't engage that type of discussion because that's not my purpose. That's not my primary agenda. Real talk, people. And this is something I've been wanting to talk about for a while. Some people may want to become a content creator. They might just want to have the desire to create publish toxic content, negative content, dramified content. To each his own. To each his own. You got everybody got their own purpose or reasoning or whatever, but to each his own. And unfortunately, the toxic, the dramified channels, them channels out there bullying folks and threatening language and published content that serves no purpose, that serves no value. But unfortunately, that type of toxic channel or dramified channel, yeah, they may get a lot of views and they may get a lot of subscribers, but it won't be enough to sustain that channel. Because I'm going to tell you, as a content creator, when you begin to pierce the veil in terms of really seeing significant income as a content creator, but you got to earn it. August of 2024, my YouTube channel became eligible for major brand deals, people. Where companies and corporations seek me out, there you go, to go into a contractual agreement to pay me to run their product and services and brand across my channel. And trust me, before a company does that, they're going to analyze and they're going to dissect your channel. They're going to look at your geographic, the geographics of where your subscribers are coming from. They're going to look at your content. They're going to look at everything. And if they discover that your published content is controversial, toxic, dramified, negative, tearing people down, ain't no brand gonna want to go into a contractual agreement with that content creator, because that organization and that company also got a brand to protect. They're not gonna enter a contractual agreement with a content creator to pay them money to run their product and services and brand across their channel, because that can have a negative impact on that company brand. Real talk, people. So August of 2024, My channel became eligible for major brand deals where companies seek me out. It can be companies like Starbucks, Dunkin' Donut, Walmart, seek me out to enter into a contractual agreement to pay me to run their product and services and brand across my channel. Now, what if I would have been one of those content creators with a toxic, dramified, or controversial type channel, publishing content that's tearing people down, threatening folks, bullying folks? Trust me, I wouldn't have got a contract. Real talk. That's when you begin to see, as a content creator, you begin to reap the benefits of all of your hard work that you have done behind the scene as a content creator. Yeah, and along the way, you're going to get monetized. Along the way, you're going to begin to see a significant income in your YouTube check every month. But that's still not your driving force, because you have hung in there, you have done your due diligence, you have put in the work, you got a higher purpose, you got a vision for your channel, you got it by the Spirit, and all of the above, and everything else will fall in place. Real talk. Because way back in August of 2024, when my channel became eligible for major brand deals, at that point in time, rural, I had well over 300,000+ subscribers. My channel had already earned the YouTube Silver Play Button Award. My channel was already into a whole nother stratosphere, and I put in the footwork behind the scene, the blood, sweat, and the tears behind the scene to position myself, to position my channel, to put it into that next stratosphere in order to become eligible for major brand deals. And I say that to say that took a lot of work, that took a lot of sacrifice, that took a lot of research behind the scene, that took being laser focused. And you ain't gonna be able to sustain at that rate if you're just money driven. So you gotta know the reason. You got to be able to answer the question, what is the reason for wanting to become a content creator? What is your reason for being a content creator? And only you can answer this question. But what I do know, Marie Holiday channel, my channel will outlive me. People 100 years in the future will be able to listen to various of my thought-provoking, motivational, inspired, useful, published content that I'm leaving to the world. Real talk. So share this information. And again, somebody might need to hear this information. That's all I have. Simple Fidelity, and I'm going to leave you in the care of your own conscience. Have a great day.